quickly, we're going to go over last night's RNC debate. It was just comical to watch if you got a chance to. 4 remaining candidates on the stage: Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Chris Christie. I do not know why Chris Christie is running, and I don't actually know what he's running for. Every time Chris Christie opens his mouth, it seems like he's just there to say, Donald Trump, I hate Donald Trump. Why does anybody like Donald Trump? Donald Trump bad. Donald Trump bad. That just seems to be the only thing that Chris Christie says. He's there to hawk a book. He's there to hate on Donald Trump. I don't know if he has any vision for America other than don't vote for Donald Trump, vote for me instead. It's very bizarre watching Chris Christie on this stage. I have no doubt that Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley are actually running for president of the United States. I think the two of them believe that Donald Trump may be disqualified somehow. So whether he be truly disqualified from running, whether something comes out and Republicans suddenly completely turn on Trump, or somehow he's unable to run for president for whatever reason, I think these two are running for president, hoping that that day happens and that they get put in place instead. So they're competing against each other for this kind of what if scenario. Donald Trump isn't available. Vivek Ramaswamy, though, I think is running for vice president. I think he's running for a cabinet position. And he's the only one who's practical in this race because he's the one who actually realizes Trump is going to be the nominee. And so he's wanting to be vice, or he's wanting to be in his cabinet. And I think that's what Vivek is very intelligently running for, versus Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, and certainly Chris Christie, who just he just stands there, he just shakes his head. Well, no Trump, no Trump, no Trump, no Trump. Those three have no shot at being named to Trump's administration at all. They have crapped on him over and over again. So there's no chance at all that the three of them would be picked. But again, they're running on the what if Trump is not around or not able to run, then maybe it'll be me. Now, Nikki Haley is a warmonger. Her vision for America is to support our friends, is what she kind of said. We got to support our friends. All she talks about is our friends around the world. We have to be supporting our friends, our friends, our friends. So she seems to be very friend first and not America first. She's all about her friends and doing whatever our friends want in order to keep friends. So reminds me of the girl in high school that will just do anything for the popular girl, because she just wants to stay in the inner circle. I'll do anything you want at all. So just let's be friends. I'll do anything for my friends. That's how she sounds to me, because she doesn't seem to have any ideas for this country, just a lot of ideas about other countries. Here she is. This is one of the clips from her. She's saying that what she says about TikTok and anti-Semitism. If you watch TikTok, I don't know if you realize this, but you're going to become 17% more anti-Semitic. Watch this.
We really do need to ban TikTok once and for all. And let me tell you why. For every 30 minutes that someone watches TikTok, every day, they become 17% more anti-Semitic, more pro-Hamas based on doing that. We now know that 50% of adults 18 to 25 think that Hamas was warranted in what they did with Israel. That's a problem.
Okay, so 17% more. So if you just watch TikTok, if you watch this program, did you know that you probably become, 37% more anti-Semitic every single time? She's just making up random numbers. How does anybody even determine this? Here's Vivek Ramaswamy. He is calling out the establishment and the lies. This is a great moment from the debate. Watch this.
With all three of my other colleagues on this debate stage is all three of them have been licking Donald Trump's boots for years for money and endorsements. Ron DeSantis, you've been a great governor, but you would have never been one without actually begging Donald Trump for that endorsement.
And you attacked him in your book a year ago.
Same thing with Chris Christie as a lobbyist, begging them for COVID money for his special interests in New Jersey, prepping him for the debates last time around. These people are now Monday morning quarterbacking some decision he made. I think the real enemy is not Donald Trump. It's not even Joe Biden. It is the deep state that at least Donald Trump attempted to take on. And if you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, then vote for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job? That the government lied to us for 20 years about Saudi Arabia's involvement in 9/11? that the great replacement theory is not some grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform, that the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech, that the 2016 election, the one that Trump won for sure, was also one that was stolen from him by the national security establishment that actually put up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that they knew was false. There's a reason why I'm the only person on the stage who can say these things. That's what it's going to take, not people who are licking his boots one time and now Monday morning quarterbacking him and criticizing him when it's convenient.
Governor Christie.
Well, he just laid it down, didn't he? I would imagine that Vivek Ramaswamy went up in the polls after this debate. I think he absolutely performed the best. I think Ron DeSantis just kind of stands there smugly and and Ron did say a few good things, but they didn't really stand out in particular to me. He kind of says the same things many times. It really was against Vivek and Nikki Haley during this debate. Here is Vivek now also calling out Nikki Haley and her warmongering, because again, Nikki, her only plan for America seems to be support our friends, give money to our friends, wage war. So here he is calling her out, saying, yeah, she doesn't even know the provinces in Ukraine yet. She wants to send your sons and daughters there to go fight. Watch this.
I want everybody at home to note that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight it. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee stint at the UN and then makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight for. And there's her puppet masters right there, the donors right there that are playing her like the puppet masters.
Hold on.
I think Vivek realized that if he's going to be pulling voters from somebody, it might be from Nikki Haley, because he really went after her. And you hear Chris Christie because he's wanting to jump in to defend Nikki Haley, and he eventually does. He jumps in and says, she is a nice woman, where he just says she's an accomplished woman. And he jumps in to try to be this hero to save Nikki Haley's day. At that point, if I were Nikki, I would have turned around and said, I don't need you to defend me. Thank you very much. If anybody, I'll defend you next time somebody comes after you. But nonetheless, he got to jump in to be this knight in shining armor and save Nikki Haley from Vivek's criticism. And it was just, again, why is Chris Christie running? I don't really know if he's running to be president or selling books, or he wants to. Very odd. Here's the last one I want to show you from the debate. This one is becoming a viral meme. People are erasing the words on the notebook and they're putting on their own words. But here is Vivek Ramaswamy. He holds up a sign saying Nikki is corrupt. Watch.
She said that I have a woman problem. Nikki, I don't have a woman problem. You have a corruption problem. And I think that that's what people need to know. Nikki is corrupt. This is a woman who will send your kids to die so she can buy a bigger house. This is the problem. Using identity politics more effectively than Kamala Harris is a form of intellectual fraud. And it actually needs to end. There's our donor puppet masters wielding their puppet right up here tonight. This is how this game is played. The puppet masters put up their puppet, and I reject the use of identity politics in this party. It has been a cancer coming from the left, and I'm sick and tired of the double standards the people of this country are too. Having 2 X chromosomes does not immunize you from criticism.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Governor Haley.
Nikki is corrupt. He had that sign ready to go, didn't he? It was amazing. And now people are erasing that and kind of putting up whatever they want and creating this meme of Vivek. But those two really went after it last night. And, it's just, what are these guys running for? Again, Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis seem to be really running for if there's that moment that Donald Trump is not available. Vivek seems to be the only one who understands what this race really is about. And it's about a spot in Trump's administration. And I think Vivek has probably earned himself one. So we could probably continue to see Vivek for years to come. And you know what? I liked a lot of the things that he had to say in this. His policies are kind of all over the place. He doesn't really, to me, seem to have a clear, cohesive vision for America. But he does seem to understand where a lot of the problems are. At least he said those in this debate. And I think that probably won over a lot of people when he was going through and talking about all the corrupt and 9/11 and January 6th and all of these various things that were considered conspiracy theories that American people have questions about and want answers to. All right, well, it is the Christmas and the holiday season. Time for gift giving, parties with friends and family, and getting compliments everywhere you go, and looking years younger thanks to Genucel. So from now until Christmas, Genucel's most popular package is better than 70% off at Genucel.com. So treat yourself and a loved one to the absolute best skincare in the world. See those troubling forehead wrinkles, fine lines, skin redness, pesky bags, and puffiness, and yes, even a sagging jawline disappear right before your eyes with Genucel's most popular collection. With its immediate effects, see results in less than 12 hours guaranteed or your money back. Plus, included in every most popular package is your free hyaluronic acid serum for skin hydration that will restore your youthful appearance. So visit Genucel.com/Kim now and enter my special promo code Kim for an additional 10% off your entire order. Every order today is also going to be instantly upgraded to free express shipping. So go to Genucel.com/Kim and enter that code Kim at checkout for an extra 10% off already extremely discounted prices.